In the heart of the savannah, a magnificent lion, known for his regal mane and commanding presence, now bears a grotesque mark of nature's cruelty. This once majestic creature, a symbol of strength and power, is now a canvas of horror, afflicted by a horrific barnacle wound. As the camera zooms in, we witness the ghastly sight. Clusters of barnacles, crustaceans that typically cling to rocks and ships, have made the lion their unwitting host. These parasitic invaders, with their hard, jagged shells, have embedded themselves into the lion's flesh, creating a grotesque tableau of nature's relentless pursuit for survival. The lion, a king brought low, now struggles under the weight of this uninvited infestation, a reminder that even the mightiest can fall prey to the smallest of foes. Barnacles are fascinating yet repulsive organisms. They begin their life as free-swimming larvae, drifting through the water until they find a suitable surface to latch onto. In this case, the lion's thick fur and warm body became an unfortunate choice. Once attached, they secrete a strong adhesive, making it nearly impossible to remove them without causing severe damage. As they grow, they form hard, protective shells that can trap debris and bacteria, leading to infections that can fester and spread. The lion's wound is not just a physical burden, it is a breeding ground for disease, a dark testament to the brutality of life in the wild. As the barnacles continue to thrive, they draw nutrients from the lion's body, slowly sapping his strength. In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of earth and life, a chilling scene unfolds. A leopard, the epitome of grace and power, now bears a horrific wound, a gaping, festering cavity where once there was smooth, spotted fur. This is not merely an injury, it is a grotesque testament to the dark side of nature, a tale of survival twisted by the hand of fate. As we draw closer, the sight is enough to make even the most seasoned wildlife enthusiast recoil. The wound, a hive of activity, is not just a simple cut or scrape. It is a gruesome infestation of bees, a living nightmare that has taken residence in the very flesh of this magnificent creature. The leopard, a solitary hunter, now finds itself in a battle not just for survival against the harsh elements of the savannah, but against an enemy that is both small and insidious. The bees, drawn to the warmth and moisture of the leopard's wound, have established a colony within the confines of its flesh. Each tiny insect, with its delicate wings and stinger, plays a role in this macabre drama. They burrow deeper, feeding on the decaying tissue, while simultaneously defending their hive with a ferocity that belies their size. The buzzing sound, once a gentle hum of nature, now becomes a sinister chorus, echoing the leopard's plight. As we observe this tragic tableau, we must confront the reality of bee infestations in wildlife. Bees, typically seen as harmless pollinators, can become a deadly force when they invade the bodies of larger animals. The leopard's wound, a festering portal, has become a breeding ground for these insects. The bees thrive in the warm, moist environment, laying eggs and multiplying at an alarming rate. The leopard, in its agony, is a mere host to this gruesome spectacle, a living canvas for nature's darker side. The once proud predator is now reduced to a mere shell, its strength sapped by the relentless assault of its tiny invaders. The infestation is not just a physical ailment, it is a psychological torment. The leopard, a creature known for its stealth and cunning, is now rendered vulnerable, its movements sluggish and pained. Each step is a reminder of its suffering, each breath a struggle against the swarm that has claimed its body. The bees, oblivious to the chaos they have wrought, continue their work, oblivious to the suffering of their host. It is a stark reminder of the brutal realities of life in the wild, where the line between predator and prey can blur in the most unexpected ways. As we delve deeper into the science of this infestation, we uncover the complex relationship between bees and their environment. Bees are essential to ecosystems, playing a crucial role in pollination and the health of flora. However, when their natural habitats are disrupted, often by human encroachment, they adapt in ways that can lead to unforeseen consequences. The leopard's wound is a direct result of such disruption, a reminder of how human actions can ripple through the natural world, creating chaos in places we least expect. In this dark narrative, we must also consider the ethical implications of our existence. The leopard, a symbol of strength and beauty, now serves as a cautionary tale. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the interconnectedness of all beings. As humans, we often see ourselves as separate from nature, as masters of our domain. Yet, in reality, we are but one thread in the intricate tapestry of life. Our actions have consequences, and the suffering of this leopard is a reflection of our own disregard for the delicate balance of the ecosystems we inhabit. As we conclude this harrowing tale, we are left with a sense of unease. The leopard, once a majestic creature, now embodies the darker side of nature, a victim of circumstance, a host to an infestation that has turned its life into a living hell. Yet, in the midst of this horror, there is a glimmer of dark humor. Perhaps the bees, in their relentless pursuit of survival, have unwittingly turned the leopard into a mobile hive, a bizarre twist of fate that would make even the most stoic observer chuckle at the absurdity of nature's design. After all, in the grand scheme of life, sometimes the most tragic stories are laced with a touch of irony, reminding us that nature, in all its beauty and brutality, has a sense of humor all its own. In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a striking white horse stands, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow. But upon closer inspection, a horrific sight emerges, a barnacle wound, grotesque and alarming, festers on its flank. This is not a scene from a horror film. It is a stark reality that raises questions about the intersection of nature and the creatures that inhabit it. The barnacle, a small marine crustacean, typically clings to rocks and ships, but in a bizarre twist of fate, it has found a new host. The horse, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears the burden of an infestation that is as fascinating as it is repulsive. Barnacles, with their hard calcareous shells, attach themselves to surfaces using a powerful adhesive. In this case, the horse's skin has become the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains. A creature of immense power and grace roams. But today, we find ourselves drawn to a bison, a symbol of strength and resilience that bears a horrific secret. Its massive body, once a testament to the wild's beauty, is now marred by a grotesque infestation of barnacles. These marine parasites, typically found clinging to the hulls of ships or the rocky shores of oceans, have made an unlikely home on this majestic beast. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, prepare yourself for a journey that intertwines the marvels of nature with the darker realities of survival. Bison, with its shaggy coat and imposing stature, is not the typical host for barnacles. Yet, here they are, clustered in clusters, their hard, calcified shells protruding from the bison's skin like grotesque alien growths. This infestation is not merely a cosmetic issue. It is a harrowing testament to the relentless struggle for survival in the animal kingdom. With their unique ability to latch onto any surface, have found a way to exploit the bison's thick hide, feeding off the nutrients and moisture it provides. The bison, in turn, suffers from the weight of these unwelcome guests, which can lead to severe skin infections, pain, and even death if left untreated. As we observe this bison, we cannot help but feel a sense of unease. The barnacles, while fascinating in their own right, represent a dark twist of nature's design. They thrive at the expense of their host, a stark reminder of the harsh realities of life in the wild. This relationship, though seemingly one-sided, is a reflection of the intricate web of life that binds all creatures together. Bison, once a proud symbol of the plains, now bears the burden of an infestation that speaks to the fragility of existence. In a world where humans often impose their will upon nature, we must reflect on our role in this delicate balance. The barnacle's relentless grip on the bison serves as a metaphor for the ways in which we too can become parasites in our environment. As we encroach upon natural habitats, we disrupt the lives of countless creatures, often leaving them to bear the scars of our actions. Perhaps, in this dark tale of the bison and its barnacle infestation, we find a moral lesson that our existence is intertwined with that of the natural world, and we must tread carefully, lest we become the very parasites we seek to understand. And as we conclude this unsettling exploration, one can't help but chuckle at